Let's go.
What is happening, fellow pioneers of human transportation? Yogi Steve, ESA, the Electric Scooter Academy. I've accumulated a ton of vehicles that I need to do at least one delivery shift on for these sponsor or these affiliate deals, whatever you want to call them. Most of these companies sent me a scooter, and all I promise to do for them is an unboxing, a review, and if the vehicle is good enough, I'll do a delivery. So I'm going to show you all these vehicles that I have lined up in my place to do at least one delivery shift with. I'm going to show you my regular vehicles as well. And keep in mind, I'm only keeping my DUALTRONs and the Roadrunner. Everything else I'm selling. I don't believe in collecting these vehicles. I want to get them out of my place. Let's go get the first vehicle. This is my Emove Roadrunner. I am definitely not selling this. I really like this vehicle. I use it for all of my local personal stuff. And I also have done a bunch of delivery shifts on it. I've made quite a few videos about it. As a disclaimer, it's one of the few products I have an actual affiliate code for, Electric Scooter Academy at Velo Motors, 50 bucks off. This scooter has its pluses and its minuses, but I run a great Facebook group called Emove Roadrunner New Users and Mods. If you join that group, we can help you fine-tune the scooter, fix some of the weak points, and we can help you through any problem with the scooter. Many people do get the scooter out of the box and have no problem like me. I really had no problem with my scooter until I put 500 miles on, then I had to replace the throttle. So mine is slightly customized. It has fat 3-inch off-road tires. It comes stock with 2.5-inch tires, and it has hydraulic brakes. So second only to my DUALTRONs, it's really my favorite vehicle. So let's go get another vehicle to look at. Man, this bike is This bike is bigger than the other bike, that's for sure. This is the Frigo DK200. Sort of looks like a lower end Super 73, right? They only retail for 1,400 bucks. So for beginners, it's probably cool if you want to get like a real motorized bike like this at 1,400 bucks. It's a pretty cool vehicle. I'm definitely not going to keep this one. I'm definitely going to sell it when I'm done with it. It's not quite good enough to be a full-time delivery vehicle for me, and it's a little bit too big for personal chores when I have the Roadrunner around the house. But I have taken this vehicle on the road more than a few times, and I really thought it was super fun, and I can see why people like this style of bike. This bike has rear hydraulic brakes, front mechanical brakes, which is something I've never seen. It's got nice fat tires. They are disc brakes. I don't know what the voltage or the amp hourage is. I think it's a 48 volt something amp hour battery, maybe 20 amp hour battery. Maybe it's a 20 amp hour battery, but it's definitely fun to ride. And its top speed is probably in the low 30 mile per hour range. I don't know about the range because I haven't really taken this out for a long day trip yet. But the Frigo DK200, I might have a bonus code for this in the future. I don't have it yet, but I did like their scooter. I did a review of their scooter a little while back, and I really like their small commuter scooter. So, all right, let's get rid of this one and get another vehicle. This is the Makuta 10 Plus. As far as I know, I think I'm actually one of the first YouTubers ever to get one of these. You know, I got this a couple months ago. The company contacted me. The Makuta 10 Plus, a lot of people look at it as another version of the V-Set line. I know it has some similarities. I believe there are quite a few differences though. I know Ginger on Wheels has seen this scooter. He sent me a list of the differences. He wasn't super impressed with it, to be honest. But this is sort of I think this is an earlier generation one. Mine's only a 20 amp hour battery, and I think they're selling either a 25 or 28 amp hour battery as the current model in the United States right now. And I assume it's like a 60 volt scooter. So it's pretty cool, you know, it's got hydraulic brakes, it's got cool shocks, it's got a very cool look. It has a key fob, which I don't like. So to turn this thing on, you have to have this little magnetic thing, slide it under here, turn it on, and I really don't like that. I just feel like, how many of those am I gonna lose? So they do send you quite a few. But it's a cool scooter. I'm not sure if it's gonna be competitive with the V-Set at the price range that they're setting. I think they're selling their version of this for like 2,800 bucks, and the V-Set 10 Plus might be a better vehicle. But regardless, this is still pretty cool, and I'm definitely gonna do a delivery shift on this, and then I'm definitely gonna sell it. So some lucky guy is gonna get a very good deal on a very fast scooter. I'm pretty sure this is at least like, probably a 50 mile per hour scooter. I don't know, but I'm not gonna drive it fast. But the Makuta 10 Plus, I gotta do a delivery shift on this. This is the Engway fat tire bike. Now this is a smaller one. There's two on the market. I already did a pretty comprehensive review of their other hub motor fat tire bike, and it was pretty good. That was their more expensive one. That was their Engway Engine Pro, and this is just the EP2 Pro. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but this is the less expensive of the Engways. This is like the $1,100 Engway fat tire bike. Like I said, I like the one that I reviewed earlier, and this bike is pretty cool. I'm definitely looking forward to doing a delivery shift on this bike. I haven't really taken this out on the road yet. I haven't finished putting it together. You see the pedals are not on it yet, but I'm definitely excited about doing at least a delivery shift on this bike and then selling it. I mean, this bike is cool, but for me, it's just too big. Like, I'm not gonna do personal chores on this. It's not really a big enough of a battery to be a full-time delivery vehicle, but it's a pretty cool bike. This company has a pretty good reputation. Again, I have no affiliate links. The only way I make money on these scooters is by selling them. Make a little bit of money off the videos, of course. But this is the Engway EP2 Pro, fat tires. I don't know the specs, but it folds here and it folds here. It's key operated. Anyhow, it's pretty cool, but this is just the type of vehicle that I'm gonna do a delivery shift and then I'm gonna sell it because I really wanna get it out of here. It takes up a lot of space. So Engway EP2 Pro. This is my Dualtron Ultra V2. Don't confuse this with the Ultra 2 that I'm also going to show you. That's my main delivery vehicle. That's the newest generation. This is the Dualtron Ultra V2, short for version 2. It's a little bit confusing, but there are actually 3 generations of the Dualtron Ultra. There's the first gen, there's the Dualtron Ultra V2, which is what this is, and then there's the Dualtron Ultra 2. The first gen and the V2, those are 60 volt. And of course the Ultra 2 has a 72 volt battery, big battery, 72 volt, 35 amp hour battery. But this is my V2, which you have seen in delivery videos many times because it's got 8,000 miles. This is not even my oldest scooter. My oldest scooter is my first generation Ultra. It has over 11,000 miles. But I love the Dualtron Ultra line. I see no reason for me to ever use anything else, right? There's a reason why I have 3 of them. They're just super minimalistic. They have everything I need on there. They're not super loaded up with lights. They have great hydraulic brakes. Sometimes I have off-road tires on it. Sometimes I have road tires. Right now I have off-road tires on it. This scooter is in amazing shape at 8,000 miles. Just another testament to the Dualtron brand, another testament to the Ultra line. So if you want to buy a Dualtron, go through the link in the description. You can buy it from Velo Motors and I'll get a kickback on that, but you have to use the link in the description. So that's my Dualtron Ultra V2. Let's go get another vehicle now. This is my Dualtron Storm. This is probably technically the best scooter that I own. I do like it, but it's a little heavy for me. You know, I got this vehicle over a year ago from Velo Motors. This was probably the best thing I've ever gotten as a YouTuber. But I've got 3,000 miles on it. I've done a lot of deliveries on it. It's super fast, it's super torquey. It does everything that it's supposed to do. I really like it. So this is like probably like my third choice to deliver on, just because it's a little heavy for me, and I really would rather work on the V2 than this. I really like the Dualtron Storm. I'm never gonna sell it. I'll probably have this scooter for a very long time. I was thinking about selling it at one point, but now I think it's just a great vehicle to have as a part of my arsenal. I can take it out for group rides. It's definitely great for deliveries, but that's my Dualtron Storm, not selling it, keeping it. This is one of 2 Tomo free scooters that I have. I can't really tell you that much about this line of scooters. It's called Tomo Free, T-O-M-O-F-R-E-E. This is their dual motor variant, and they, what is it, fucking COVID? This is the dual motor variation. They also have a single motor variation, which I also have. I haven't even unboxed it yet though, so I can't really show you that yet, but you're gonna count that because I'm gonna do a delivery shift on that probably. So this is their dual motor version. What's super interesting about this vehicle is the price point. It's dual motors, it's 48 volt, it's like 899 bucks. So I can't vouch for anything on this scooter. I've driven it in my courtyard a little bit. I haven't really taken it on the street yet. The seat is like a little ridiculous. You know, I'm gonna take the seat off basically. But it's just a super inexpensive dual motor scooter, and I am going to do a delivery shift on it because I think it might be fun or funny or just prove my skill that I can do deliveries on any sort of electric vehicle. But this is the Tomo free dual motor. Again, I have the single motor variation as well, but I still have to do an unboxing of that vehicle. So it should be pretty interesting doing a delivery shift on this vehicle. It's pretty inexpensive. This is the Van Powers City Venture. This is one of the most interesting looking and performing vehicles that I've gotten since I've been doing these reviews. This is a very cool e-bike. Now this is obviously for a certain part of the market that doesn't want like a really big battery, doesn't want to go super fast, just wants a little extra kick with the battery. And the people who buy this bike are probably buying it because it looks like a regular bike. You can't even tell that it's electric, but the battery is hidden here in the tube. The Van Powers City Venture's got hydraulic brakes. It's got a, I think they call it a carbon something, but it's got like whatever this is right here. I think it's carbon fiber. It has the word carbon in it, but it's not a chain. It doesn't have like a regular bike chain. And the aesthetics of the bike are just amazing. Like I love the colors. I love that it's sort of a hidden electric bike. Now I did take it out on the road and it's very interesting for me. There is no throttle on this bike, so you have to pedal to activate the motor. So I think this is a bike that's really for a cyclist. I have taken it on the road. I had fun with it, but I really felt like I was getting a workout, like going up a steep hill. It barely gives you any help. And on the flats, it probably just brings you from like 15 miles an hour to 20 miles per hour slowly with the extra help of the battery. But I did have fun on it. It is pretty cool. I am definitely going to do a delivery shift on this bike, but I am more worried about this vehicle being stolen than anything else that I'm working with because it's like a real bike. And the thing about a bike is, you know, it's like you can just like pick it up and go, right? I feel like electric scooters and electric bikes are heavy enough where a thief has to get on it to steal it. But, you know, a bike, the guy can just grab it and walk away. So I'm going to do one delivery shift on this for sure. It's probably going to be a great episode. I'm probably going to be moaning like a baby. But the Van Powers City Venture, I don't have an affiliate code for this, although I have been talking to the company about it. I'm just always super far behind on affiliate stuff because I don't like selling stuff that I really don't know everything about. So anyhow, I will be selling this bike though for sure when I'm done with it. So let's bring more stuff in here. It's getting exhausting pulling vehicles out of this room, so I'll show you the last one. This is the Velotric Nomad. This is a very cool fat tire bike. I have driven this around a little bit. I had a couple people test ride it for me. I'm looking forward to doing a delivery shift on this. There's no seat on it, you can see. To be honest with you, I can't find the seat. It's somewhere in here. It's not like it left the apartment or anything like that. But this is the Velotric Nomad fat tire bike. It's got the step through, it's got good hydraulic brakes, it's definitely got a regular gear system. This bike is $1,600, and I think it's a super high quality bike. The battery is here in the stem. It's kind of got that stealth battery. It's very, very cool. And you can definitely pedal these bikes if you need to. If you want to see what's hidden back here, this is the Freego Scooter that I could really just sell it because I've already fulfilled my obligations for the affiliate deal, but I might do a delivery shift on it. I was going to do a delivery shift on this little Fucare, F-U-C-A-R-E, but I'm not going to. It doesn't have enough power. But this might be a cool vehicle to, like, I actually might want to sell the Freego scooter line. I think it's a great commuter scooter. It's only $700. It's a pretty fair price, and I like how it's a little bit bigger than typical commuter scooters, which are always striving to be smaller. It's got good front dual shocks. And I liked it when I tested it. I gave it a great review. So that's another scooter. So how many vehicles do I have to do deliveries on for the channel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the Makuta. 6, 7, 8. And then I got the Roadrunner out here. 9, the DK200, 10. And right here, I'm not going to bother showing you guys the... You don't need to see the Ultra 2 because, you know, this is my keeper. This is my main delivery vehicle. Thanks for watching the video. I had a little bit of a camera malfunction with my GoPro that I was shooting on with the wireless mic. I shot the rest on the cell phone real quick, but you can see I have at least 10 vehicles that I need to do deliveries on. I'm going to spend at least my first week when I go back to deliveries on the Ultra 2, and then I'll slowly work these vehicles in because I really want to make videos with them and I really want to sell them. I think the delivery videos are going to be a great way to sell these vehicles. I appreciate your support. Thanks again for watching the channel. Help me keep the channel alive. Share it to your friends. Give it a like. leave a comment down below. Only a couple more weeks till I get back on the scooters for deliveries. I appreciate your support, guys. Thanks.